what's up you guys, it's N2036, and today I'm going to be showing you some Iron Man suit updates, specifically the War Machine and Ultimate Iron Man figures, and then I'm going to do tutorials on them. Okay, so first I'm going to be doing a tutorial on Ultimate Iron Man. So, the LEGO pieces that you'll be needing are a red helmet, a yellow, or I guess you could use tan, head, a whole gray body except for the gloves. You can do red gloves, but I used dark gray gloves, so you can do that. And then for things that you'll be needing in terms of markers, that would be a red Sharpie, a black Sharpie with the fine tip, and a blue highlighter. Like, just any blue highlighter would work, it doesn't really matter. Just some kind of blue highlighter. Oops. And some all-purpose labels if you'd like. So what you do is you don't need to do anything to the helmet unless you want to make it look like the this kind of Iron Man helmet with the shade of red and the markings on it. You can do that if you want, or you can always use it like this. Oops. You can always use it from your Mark 6 figure and put it on Ultimate Iron Man. But yeah, whatever floats your boat. And then what you're going to want to do for the next part, for the head, is find some kind of image of Ultimate Iron Man, some kind of visual, that always helps with doing any tutorial. Just find some kind of video, or not video, I'm sorry, image, to look onto, so you have kind of an idea of what you want to do. So for the head, you're going to make kind of pretty similar to the other Iron Man figures. 2 blocks for the eyes with, actually, you know what, I forgot something. A blue Sharpie, you can do fine tip or just like regular. So 2 blocks for the eyes. And then after that, if you want, with the fine tip black Sharpie, you can go in and make kind of lines. If you see here, I've made some lines like that. And then for the nose, kind of make a little bit of a nasal cavity-like thing. Just kind of 2 lines going down towards the middle of the face. And then for the mouth, pretty much the same thing. The curved lines going down and then the line in the middle. But then with this one, what I did, because he kind of has those kind of vent-like things on the side of his mask near his face, so I just kind of drew some kind of lines going across, and I did that on both sides. Just kind of, for what I did a lightning kind of shape, and then I drew some lines going back. And when you put on the helmet, it looks really cool, like this. So you kind of see that there. And yeah, so that's what I did for the mask, or the helmet. And then, so when that's all done, when you go to the body, so what I did for the body is I found the picture of Ultimate Iron Man, and I drew some black lines going across for that little, I don't really know what to call it, kind of Buzz Lightyear type thing, where he has those kind of lines in the middle of his body. And then I drew, like, I drew an arc over it, and then, not to be confused with arc reactor, but I drew kind of an arcing line over that, and then a kind of half circle for the top of the armor. And then, without going with the red Sharpie over this yet, I took an all-purpose label and I colored it in the shape of... Ultimate Iron Man kind of has more of like an oval arc reactor, so I kind of cut it into an oval like that. And so what I did is I did that, and then I outlined it in black Sharpie, colored it in with the light blue, not Sharpie, highlighter. And then I drew an upside down trapezoid basically, and then two like little circles on the sides for those two extra parts that he has of his arc reactor, the parts lighting up. You can color those with the highlighter, but I didn't, so you really don't have to. And then for the shoulder pads, I did a line with the fine tip black Sharpie going across, and then I colored it in with the red Sharpie. Oh, and after you do this, you color in everything but the arc reactor and the two dots with the red Sharpie. And then you can put some kind of side detail like that, like I did. And then for the little things that he has on the side of his arms, I kind of did two trapezoids on top of each other, like that, in a black Sharpie with a line going through the middle. Made half of it red, and then the other part had a dot. That's kind of where the blaster is. And so yeah, I did that, and then so you do that on both sides. They don't have to be symmetrical. Mine aren't, obviously. But just do your best with that part. And then for the legs, you don't really need to do anything to the middle leg piece, but for this part, you do a kind of half circle, and then you draw lines going up the leg, so that it kind of looks like a that. It's kind of the legs that he has. And then for the boots, or the legs, for the front, just trapezoid in the front, color it red if you want. And then also for the top of the legs like that, do a little design however you want. That's how I did mine. For the side of the legs, it's very difficult. He has these very robotic boots, and it's, well, obviously he's Iron Man, but the Ultimate Iron Man costume has even more of like robotic type, and the side of the leg requires a lot of detail. So what you're gonna do is, I did like this, and now I'm gonna try and explain it how I did it. A circle, and then a little dot in the middle bit, and then two lines going down, kind of connecting it like that. And then down here, I did kind of a half circle, half oval, and then a circle, and then two lines going down towards the feet. I did that on both sides. Did the best I could. You can do any design you want. This is the one I did. And once you are all done with that, you put all the pieces together, and you've got Ultimate Iron Man. Alright, awesome.